Ever been in a situation where you need to set up a shoot in a new country? In any major city around the world, you can easily find a basic camera package or a simple studio. But what if your shoot is more complicated? What if you need a high-end package with an ARRI Alexas 35, anamorphic lenses, and a full production gear for the whole crew? You search it online and there is zero information. It feels like nobody shoots movies in this country at all. But that's just an illusion. Hello everyone, my name is Max Golov. I am a cinematographer and co-owner of Comuna, rental, studio and the production company in Lisbon. I've been living and working in Portugal for 4 years now. During this time I've gotten to know the local market inside out. No fluff in this video. I've packed everything into this short episode to give you a complete map of Portuguese film industry for 2026. Major camera rentals, heavy lighting bases, and independent studios. Everything I've learned by working with them, sub-renting gear, and solving problems for my international clients. Let's get into it. Why is it so hard to find heavy gear online? It is simple. Companies that own setups worth hundreds of thousands of euros work strictly B2B. They have a small number of clients and 90% of that demand is local. The market in Portugal, especially outside Lisbon, is very small. Everyone knows each other personally. A big rental house or a studio doesn't need Google Ads. People don't just walk in off the street and no one trusts you with expensive gear without a personal connection. To the outside world, this market looks closed, but if you have an insider guide, everything suddenly opens up. Portugal has absolutely everything you need for a shoot on any scale. You just have to spend a ton of time to dig it up. Today I'm going to break it down department by department. Let's start with the camera department. In Lisbon, my personal top list look like this. Number 1, Comuna. This is our own rental house and photo studio in Lisbon. Our main focus is photo and video production. We have a pretty large selection of cameras, lenses, lights, gimbals, tripods and extra gear. We easily cover the needs of videographers, photographers, small productions and content creators. We also have cinema gear, but if you need a massive ARRI packages, rare cinema lenses or very specific high-end equipment, I list the big rental houses below. An extra plus in your own studio space, you can rent this space and get the gear all in one place. If you are ever in Lisbon, I'd love to meet you in person, show you around the studio and show you our gear. Number 2, Planar. Probably the biggest camera rental house in Portugal. They have a huge choice of ARRI and RED cameras, film cameras, cinema lens sets, filters, matte boxes, wireless video, monitors and other film gear. They also have a fleet of production vans. Important note, they don't have a full online catalog. Usually you need to email them directly. They are very friendly and reply pretty fast. Number 3, IC Image, another major camera rental house in Portugal. It's located just outside the center of Lisbon. The best part is that it's right next to STP, the biggest lighting base in the country. Besides camera gear, they have production vans of various sizes. If you need a serious camera and lighting package at the same time, it makes a lot of sense to contact them and STP together. Number 4, Rent a Camera. Now these guys are our good friends. It's a rental network with locations in Lisbon, Porto and Funchal in Madeira. They have a great selection of popular gear, cameras, lenses, accessories and videography equipment. The guys have a very user-friendly website and a simple booking process. Number 5, Digital Azul, one of the most convenient videography rentals in Lisbon. They have a good stock of cameras, lenses and standard gear for commercial shoots. They have an online catalog and an easy request system on their website. Besides rental, they do a lot of live streams, concerts, conferences and big events, so a lot of their gear is tailored for that segment. Number 6, Algures na Planisfeiro, a lesser known but very interesting rental house. It's hard to find them by accident. I only found out about them after living in Portugal for several years. Their inventory is much bigger than it looks at first glance. To reach them, it's best to use email or phone. Number 7, Screen, Miguel Nabinho. Originally, this company was known more as a production house and an art gallery. Rental is not their main business, so their inventory isn't huge. However, they regularly save the day when you need to quickly find something rare or cover a small gear shortage. Number 8. PG Fotográficas, a rental house in Lisbon that focuses primarily on photo gear. It's an amazing place for fashion, editorial, and commercial photography. They have a large selection of photo cameras, lenses, tethering gear, cases, reflectors, diffusers, photo flashes, and accessories. They also have some video gear and continuous lighting. The owner speaks perfectly English and is very pleasant to deal with. The easiest way to connect is by email. If we move north or south in Portugal, the key players change. Number 9. Toolbox. Porto, one of the oldest and most famous camera rentals in Portugal. They have a very serious lineup of camera equipment. Since I mostly work in Lisbon, I don't know their inventory in detail, but they are one of the main players in the northern part of the country. Number 10. Bruma Visuals, a rental and production house in Porto. Their main focus is lighting. The company is run by a small team that actively works in the industry. Very nice and friendly people. I've worked with them personally a few times and had a great experience. Number 11. Algarve Film Rentals, one of the main players in the southern region. International projects are shot in the Algarve regularly, so the filming infrastructure is there. Generally, working in the Algarve requires more time and preparation than in Lisbon or Porto, so local contacts are extra important. Lighting, grip, and trucks. Let's move on to lighting. There is a few major players in the Portuguese market here. Number 1. STP Audiovisuais, one of the biggest, if not the biggest, lighting rentals in Portugal. It's located next to IC Image, just outside central Lisbon. They have a massive inventory of lights, grip gear, generators, butterflies, heavy-duty stands, and special equipment for big movie and commercial shoots. They have a large fleet of production vans in different sizes. The company also has its own team of lighting techs, gaffers, and crew. The founder, Sergio Pontes, is a gaffer himself. They get super busy during peak season, so it's best to send very clear requires with full gear list. Number 2. Cinemate. Also an excellent choice for lighting equipment, grip, camera mounts, dollies, cranes, and much more. They also have their own shooting studios and locations. Number 1. Comuna Studios. Our studio in Lisbon. It features a 5x7 meter wide cyclorama with a motorized lighting truss. All our gear is available inside. Flashes, continuous lights, cameras, lenses, gimbals, tripods, sliders, and more. You can book the studio through our website, WhatsApp, phone, or email. If we don't have the specific gear you need, we always try to help you find it through our industry colleagues. Number 2. Showreel Studios. One of the largest studio complexes in Lisbon, located in the Parque das Nações area. They have huge sound stages for movies, commercial, big shoots, cycloramas, and studio spaces. Besides the stages, they have the massive inventory of equipment, definitely one of the biggest players on the market. Number 3. Colorama, a studio complex that handles sound stages, green screens, and virtual production. Number 4. Estúdio da Fábrica, also quite large shooting studios located across the Tagus River in the Barreiro area of Lisbon. Number 5. Sala 86, a popular studio in Lisbon. It's often used for commercial and content shoots. Number 6. Pulp Studios in Porto, a studio run by my good friends and just great guys. If you need to do a shoot in the north of Portugal, definitely check them out. They have an excellent professional space with a high-quality white cyclorama, perfect for both commercial and creative projects of any scale. You can check all the details, open slots, and gear directly on their website. Number 7. Movie Box Studios in Algarve, a film studio and sound stages in the south of the country. They have both equipment and their own production services. And now for the most valuable part, where to meet people, find crew, local chats, and communities. Number 1. O Quadro, one of the most interesting offline communities in Lisbon. They hold regular in-person meetups, portfolio reviews, project pitches, film discussions, networking, and movie screenings. Right now, it's one of the best places to meet active people in the local film industry. Number 2. Filmmaking Lisboa, group in WhatsApp. One of the first international film communities in Lisbon, run by Richard Osborne. It has a specific subgroups groups, including a very active chat for cinematographers. A great place to network, ask questions, and look for a crew. Number 3. Also make sure to use the Portugal Film Commission database for your searches. To be honest, I haven't used other production or production service companies because we handle all of that ourselves. Since I haven't worked with them personally, I have created a handy document with the list of different companies, including productions, services, communities, useful contacts, and other helpful info. You can check it out using this QR code or via link in the description. That same list includes absolutely everything I mentioned today. I update this list myself regularly to keep it current and add new places, so feel free to save it. And if you find this information helpful, please subscribe to the channel and give this video a thumbs up. It really means a lot to me. And now for a few essential tips about working with local companies that will save you a ton of stress. First, write your request in Portuguese. Most professional rental houses that provide high-end gear are focused on the local market. Not everyone there speaks perfect English. To make your request look professional and serious, write your list breakdown and email in Portuguese. Everyone has ChatGPT or Google Gemini. Just translate your technical gear list through AI model and people will respect your projects from the very beginning. Second, do everything as far in advance as possible. When it comes to business, Portugal moves quite slowly. Things can take time here. Big companies can take a while to reply to emails, and during the peak shooting season, if you have a small order or just a couple of lights, they might politely pass on it. They simply don't have the staff to step away from huge film projects for small, quick requests. If they don't reply, don't panic. Just send a polite follow-up email or look for another contact. But the main thing is give it time. Third, watch out for local holidays. If your shoot days fall during major local holidays like Santo Antonio in Lisbon or São João in Porto in June, business logistic and everything else in the country slows down or stops completely. Make sure to check Portuguese calendar before looking in dates with your client. So that's your guide. 4 years of active work helped me gather this data. But I know that's not a huge amount of time and the industry is much wider. And since you watched up to this point, you guys are awesome. Thank you so much for support. Like I promised, I'm leaving a link to the online document with all these companies and the contacts completely free in the description below. I'll keep updating, organizing, and adding new useful sections to this document. So click the link, save it, and keep an eye out for updates. Now, I have a question for my fellow filmmakers. If you live and shoot in Portugal, what did I miss? Which players would you add to this list? Let me know in the comments. Let's build this database together. If you have any questions left about the market in Portugal, or if you are planning a shoot here and need an advice for your specific case, feel free to DM me directly on Instagram. The link is in the description. I'd love to chat, connect, and help you out with your project. Subscribe to the channel. We talk about the production here with no fluff. This is Max Golov. See you on set.